Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw. Oh boy. Dear oh dear. I think you guys might know where I'm going with this, but that'll come later. But I will give WWE small credit. At least they completely reset their entire cards with fresh new feuds. Depending on how long these feuds end up going is the other question. These may be new feuds, but for all we know, they could be the next feuds for the next 5 months. So the show began with Bobby Lashley bragging about what he did to Goldberg, calling him a coward and all these other things. And then Damien Priest would come to the ring, the new United States Champion, and the title does look good on him, so I will say that. Week 1, no title defense. I'll be keeping track of how many weeks I see Damien Priest on Raw and he doesn't defend his title. So I'll be keeping a very close eye on Mr. Priest. Because apparently people think he will be a better champion than Sheamus. Well, week 1, he hasn't defended the title yet. So it was his first night, so I'll give it a pass. But, you know, we'll see. I'm keeping a close eye on him. Very close eye on him. So Damien Priest would come out, he would call Bobby Lashley a coward if he didn't accept his challenge, which Bobby Lashley did end up accepting his challenge, and it was a champion versus champion match. By the way, people thought Damien Priest was going to be buried on the main roster, and now here he is as the United States Champion. Yeah, that tells you a lot. Yeah, so anyway, we had Damien Priest versus Bobby Lashley. This ended by disqualification when Sheamus came out to the ring, and this led to Drew McIntyre coming out. And this made a lot of us roll our eyes into thinking that we're probably going to be getting Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley again. I swear, if WWE have forgotten their rule about Drew McIntyre not challenging for the WWE Championship, then it wouldn't surprise me that they did forget. Because this is WWE, they always forget. So then we had a tag team match. It was Damien Priest and Drew McIntyre against Bobby Trashley and Sheamus. Bobby Trashley would end up leaving as Sheamus would get hit with a Claymore to end his night. Then we get Piper Niven, who is okay with still being called Doudrop. She now likes the name, apparently. She says she isn't going to be letting Eva Marie bully her into chasing a doll. So this ends their relationship. Doudrop is now a babyface. Eva Marie will continue her role as a heel. Obviously, because no one will ever cheer Eva Marie, even if you tried to make her a babyface. I just hope now Eva Marie can just permanently wrestle. She's got no bodyguard now, so she has to legit wrestle. She's got no excuses to try and run and hide. She now has to get in the ring and wrestle. But Eva Marie would attack Doudrop, and there was a match set for the two of them next week. Don't be surprised if Eva Marie wins. Well, she hasn't. Well, to be perfectly fair, she hasn't won a match since she's returned. To be bluntly fair, she's actually 0-3 since her return. So she actually hasn't won a match. Even though she will proclaim she's won the matches that she didn't win. So technically, she hasn't really won a match. Then we get Karrion Kross versus Ricochet. Karrion Kross destroys him. Karrion Kross has a new look. Got a big mask on. He's got a big helmet on his face with metal chains. And Karrion Kross would destroy Ricochet. He would destroy Ricochet. By the way, I find it funny. Again, I'm going to get back to it. I find it funny people think Karrion Kross is now buried. But now this guy is on a 3-match winning streak. The guy lost, his last loss was to Keith Lee. But the hilarious thing about that is that he's now on a winning streak. So Yeah, to all the people that were saying he was buried, where are you now? So Karrion Kross is being built back up. Now that he's not NXT champion anymore, they don't have to worry about it. Bobby Lashley would get into a heated exchange with Sheamus, leading up to a match between the two of them next week. If I'm being completely honest, I would have saved this for Extreme Rules, because I felt like this would have been a good Extreme Rules match for the WWE Championship. And turning Sheamus babyface would be a good move to make. Then we get John Morrison's Moist TV with Logan No Everybody Hates Him Paul. And I'm telling you, nobody gives a shit about Logan Paul. Everybody booed the hell out of this dude. The Miz would come out, Miz and Morrison would have an argument. This would lead to Logan Paul leaving, and a match between Xavier Woods and The Miz. Xavier Woods battled The Miz, and The Miz lost, and the long-awaited breakup finally happened. The Miz turns on John Morrison, leading him into a babyface. So yeah, we've now finally got that long-awaited breakup that a lot of us have been waiting for since 2019 when John Morrison returned. I would really like to see, the kind of match I would like to see, I would like to see Frankie Monet, I should say, get called up, and we get a mixed tag between Johnny Drip Drip, Frankie Drip Drip, and The Miz and Maurice. That would be a really good mixed tag team match. But I highly doubt WWE would do that, considering Maurice is happily being a mum. We have Reginald apparently running away the way he did is a Reginald 24/7 title defense. Apparently how he escaped Akira Tozawa and R-Truth is a successful title defense. No. A title defense is when you beat the people that are coming after you. So let's be real, Reginald ain't going to beat two guys. Especially if they're going to be arguing over the 24/7 championship. So I don't really consider that a title defense. We had Jinder Mahal take on Mansu. I do not know what people see in this guy. I just do not. I do not know what people see in this guy. This guy is... I just don't see anything special in Mansu. Not just because he's a Saudi Arabian bumhole. It's just that I don't see what's so special about this guy. I just don't see what's so spectacular about Mansu. Mansoor would win by disqualification. Mansoor told Ali to not interfere, and that's what happened. And that's what happened. Jinder Mahal ended up destroying him. As a result, Drew McIntyre congratulated Damien Priest backstage, and it looks like they're teasing a match. Maybe, who knows? Oh, and here we go. Here comes the part I'm pretty sure everybody is dying to hear me talk about. Charlotte Flair. Good old Charlotte Flair, the new Raw Women's Champion, comes to the ring and brags. And brags and brags. And I was waiting for it. I knew where this was going. I was just waiting for it. She was talking and talking and talking. I'm like, yep. I'm waiting for that song to happen. I'm waiting to hear that song. Her promo ended, and then the evil is mine. And there it was. The song I was waiting to hear. You guys have no idea how this ruined my night for me. I was going to tell you guys, I was actually going to praise this show. I was actually going to tell you guys this would not have been a bad Raw. I was going to tell you guys I thought this Raw was decent. But that moment ruined the show for me. That moment ruined the show. Seeing the fact that I have to now tolerate a feud with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Now listen, I know what some are going to say. They're going to say, but they've never feud before. It's a fresh feud, Patrick. We've never seen Charlotte and Alexa feud. So, they had a match in 2017. Yeah, one match. One match is more than enough for me. And more importantly, maybe I would have accepted this more if Alexa Bliss had a certain character I enjoy. Maybe if she had that certain goddess character I liked, maybe I would have accepted this more. But the fact that she's in the character that I despise so much, and I don't care how well those Lily dolls are selling, I do not give a flying toss about those dolls that they're selling. This character should not be a champion. And what makes this even worse? What makes this even worse is that the next pay-per-view coming up is in Columbus, Ohio. And who's from Columbus, Ohio? Alexa Bliss is from Columbus, Ohio. So I can already see what the future holds. Charlotte Flair is once again going to have another short-lived title reign. She's going to be champion just to lose to Alexa Bliss in her hometown. The fact that Charlotte Flair is now going to be dealing with all this magic and bullshit, this old magic and lily doll bullshit, already makes me even more infuriated as it is. Charlotte Flair is too good for this lily bullshit. Imagine if this was Bayley. Imagine if this was Sasha. Imagine if this was Becky. In this same situation. This Lily shit is garbage. I hate this character with an iron passion. This isn't the Alexa Bliss that I used to remember. This isn't the Alexa Bliss I once loved. The Alexa Bliss is not good anymore. She's hit her ceiling. She's peaked. She's just like The Miz. Undeserving, annoying, doesn't help the future. She does nothing to help the future of the company. She doesn't try to help the future at all. She just makes it all about herself. When was the last time Alexa Bliss helped the future? When was the last time The Miz ever helped the future? These two people are literally on TV and they're always getting the most important things. Yes, Charlotte Flair should be doing the same thing too. She should be helping the future too, and I agree, she should be. But you know Vince McMahon ain't gonna do that with the likes of Charlotte Flair. Alexa Bliss should definitely be doing it. You know what I said recently about how I said I was going to keep an eye on Damien Priest and how well he's going to be with his track record with the United States Championship? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. All that ain't going to matter because you know what? I'm going to make an offer with all. I'm going to say all this to you, straight to all of you. If Alexa Bliss, which I know she will, if Alexa Bliss walks out of Extreme Rules as the Raw Women's Champion against Charlotte Flair in her hometown of Columbus, Ohio, if I see Alexa Bliss win, I will not be watching Monday Night Raw again. While she's champion. While she's champion, I will not be talking about this show. I will not talk about the show. I will not tweet about the show. I will not say anything about the show. No reviews, nothing. If Charlotte Flair is to be a transitional champion again for the sake of somebody else, I'm done with this show. And I mean it. You guys think I don't mean it? I mean it. I have no interest in this feud. I don't care how fresh it is. If it was the goddess, maybe I would be more intrigued. But because she's still the stupid, the evil is mine, no. I have zero interest. I would rather Charlotte Flair feud with Eva Marie. No, I am not kidding. I would rather her feud with Eva Marie. Because at least it's something that wouldn't make me mad. It would, and it's better than Alexa Bliss. Elias is ready to become champion. He now calls himself Elias, the WWE superstar. So he hasn't really changed anything. Not really that much. Then we had Nikki, Ash, and Rhea Ripley face off against Shayna Basler and Nia Jax in a tag match. I don't care. Where the heck's Nikki Cross's rematch? Shouldn't she have a rightful rematch? So sometimes people do get their rematches, but sometimes people don't. It is absolutely pathetic. Rhea and Nikki would win. Rhea would pin Shayna Baszler with the riptie. Oh, Shayna Baszler. How everybody thinks that she should win the Queen of the Ring tournament. Yeah, she shouldn't be winning anything at this rate. She's another person that should be helping the future. John Morrison next week will face The Miz. There you go. Don't need to say anything else. Riddle gifts Randy Orton a personal scooter. I would take that scooter and I would shove it up Riddle's a-hole. And then we had AJ, and then the main event was Riddle versus AJ Styles. Riddle would score the win after Randy Orton pummels Omos with the scooter. The same scooter that Riddle bought him. And that's your Monday Night Raw review. I would have said this would have been an alright show, but that one segment with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair had to ruin it. It had to ruin it for me. And I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I should have expected nothing less from Vince McMahon. Anyway, that's your Raw review. Hit that thumbs up if you guys did enjoy. Comment your opinions down below. And I will see you all next time.